tell me about your dead romances. I watched your procession of men go through, how you used them and how quickly they disappeared.
I am your mother. I gave you life and raised you. I put you before everything and everyone. Don't you dare speak to me as though I were a common tramp.
Texas, starring Beverly McKenzie.
Good morning.
Oh, it is a good morning. Look how lovely. That haze out on the lawn.
We call that fog, honey.
Oh, swirling up like angels in the oak trees.
You must have yourself a case of the vapors, darling. It's a grand old southern disease. It dampens the brain and rusts up the works. Just runs rampant among little old maids.
I beg your pardon?
And youthful divorcees. The only known cure is wedding bells. But then, of course, me now. I may be a terminal case, but you... you look like $1 million in bullion.
Oh, Rena. Last night I was a girl again. Proud and beautiful and new. Alex took a whole club at the top of the world just for the two of us. He'd arranged a surprise. We danced and talked. The two of us, all alone. He loves me. I don't know why, but he does. I used to think it was just an agreeable mistake. But he has watched me lie, pout, rant, rave, and still, he loves me.
Well, he better. I'd have him tarred and feathered if he didn't.
It's because of you, really, that we're together again. Because of you that this week, our wedding, will be like the last mile of a very long journey. Like coming home.
Iris, I don't mean to be a wet blanket, but what about Elliot? Isn't he going to be kind of like a fly in the ointment?
Alex took care of that, too. Elliot's leaving town.
Then you told him that Dennis wasn't his.
He knows.
Oh, so he's going to make like a martyr and bow out, hmm? Tell me another, honey.
He is. That's what he told Alex.
Oh, well then, honey, it must be true, of course.
Well, Alex thinks so. Though he did tell me not to ask what exactly they had discussed. Oh, all right. I'll find out for myself. Perhaps he can fool Alex, but he can't fool me.
Carrington. Fine, Iris. And you? Looking forward to your wedding, I presume?
Yes, I am, Elliot. In fact, that's why I'm calling. I wondered about your plans.
Well, I won't be spoiling it for you if that's what you're asking. Haven't you spoken to your intended? Wheeler and I reached an agreement. I'll be leaving Houston.
Then it's true. I mean, Alex said you might, but
Iris, I'm sorry. I really can't talk now. Not here, you know, the station. I would like to, if only to say goodbye. Won't you meet me? Have a last with me? It would mean so much.
I'm sorry, Elliot. I really don't think... I mean, I have so much to do today, you see.
You don't want to risk another tete-a-tete with the monster.
No, not at all. It's just that...
Admit it, Iris. The last time I saw you, I behaved like Jack the Ripper, baring my teeth, throwing you about. It's wonder you didn't have me immured for life in a padded cell.
Well, I can hardly claim to be blameless. I should have found a better way to tell you.
It was, Iris. Shock. Hurt. Disillusionment stings like nothing else.
I know.
And can you forgive me the rest? The theatrics. Surely you know all the threats were nothing but bluster. The things we do to save face. Please. I'm resigned to it now. Don't make me leave with this thing still looming between us. You'll meet me? Top of the World Club? You don't think I turn into a werewolf in public, do you?
All right, Elliot. I'll meet you there. What time?
Noon. I'll see you then. And Iris. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Now, what were you saying about Elliot not getting around you?
Penitent. That's the key. She doesn't know. Wheeler's kept it to himself. He'll take it to his grave.
No, I mean it. And nobody's going to take you away from me. No ragged, empty-eyed ghost from some stinking jungle. No Texas billionaire. That's why I can't ever let you find out what it was like in that prison camp. What went on. Not from me, and not from...
Come on, all you red-blooded Texans, sing it out! The eyes of Texas are upon you.
What is it? Make them shut it off. Shut what off? That song!
You cannot get
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Sit down.
Stop staring at me!
People are staring at us
I
now.
had to do it. I had to do it. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
you all the live long day.
Dad? I was worried. What happened to you last night?
I'm supposed to be thrilled about this, huh? Yeah, I just love the country. All that fresh air and dirty dishes. I mean, you'd think I'd beat her up myself. Of course, it's okay for Max to manhandle me. And just where have you been moseying in here late for breakfast?
Morning, ma'am.
Well, now I suppose you want me to fix you a half dozen eggs, huh? Well, tough luck.
Eggs. Let's see. What are those things? They come from chickens, don't they? They're little egg-shaped things, and
Yes, little egg-shaped things.
right. They're yellow in the inside. And what? And you put them in your beer.
No, you put them next to your grits. How many do you want?
Oh, I eat them raw. But it's nice to know that you can cook them, though. Of course, after last night, I thought Kate was going to lose her #1 cook and chief dishwasher.
Almost. And don't think I'd be here for a minute if I had someplace else to go.
I don't.
Hey, I heard you stood up to Max for me.
You heard wrong.
No, I didn't. Tough guy. I thought you didn't like me.
Look, I don't know what all that hollering was. I just told him to start using his head instead of his mouth, and you there could use with the same advice.
It's just what I need is more advice.
Look, I saddled up one of those horses this morning, and it showed me around the homestead. I mean, it really showed me around out there. Elena, you have got a great place here. Now, I'd hate to see your brother drive you off just because he forgot how to listen.
Yeah, but they don't understand, Max or Ricky. Only you, Jeb. You're the only one.
Well, maybe, little girl. I wonder.
Decisions aren't mine to make. My sentence has been handed down by Mr. Wheeler.
Wheeler's trying to force you to leave? Look, Dad, you don't have to take that from him.
Well, there's nothing else I can do. I just wanted you to know that it's not my choosing.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, how could Wheeler... Oh, yeah. Mrs. Bellman's his friend. Did he threaten to get you fired from KVIK?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Well, so what? There are plenty of jobs. He can't close every door in Houston.
Oh, yes, he can. He's got money, contacts, power.
Oh, yeah, well, I've got a little power myself, too, and I'm gonna use it, believe me.
Dennis, don't go to Wheeler. He'll fill you with all sorts of lies.
Look, I'm not gonna let the two of them run my life. Or yours.
Iris?
Yeah. Either Mom calls him off, or she's gonna live to regret it.
All right, son. Do what you like with your mother. But leave Wheeler to me.
You picked the strangest places to hide.
Well, you always find me there, don't you?
Oh, are you ready to go, or did you forget?
I got the leaky heart blues.
You know, you are lousy patient, but you're a lot of fun, although I'm not really very big on heart jokes.
Heart, what are you doing with me? I'm the biggest heart joke here in town.
You've been working.
I've been killing time,
What are you writing?
writing simple stuff. I used to write about the meaning of life, you know, real heavy stuff. But then everybody that I counted on started killing themselves, and I couldn't hear the music anymore. But around here, music in Austin stuff, it's nice. People don't fall so hard. It's simpler, except for a few people.
A few? I think maybe you mean...
Elena.
You're not being fair, Jeb. You can't just dislike Elena because she looks like somebody out of your past.
Wait, hold on just a second here. I didn't say anything about dislike, Courtney. What I'm saying is that she has got something going on inside of her, something that is going to drive her right to the edge, unless somebody helps her deal with that, now.
Somebody.
Look, I've been there, all right? I know what she is going through.
You're really worried about her, aren't you?
Well, somebody should be. I mean, nobody else around here cares.
Well, no, I don't think you should. Elena and her brothers fight all the time. But then maybe you see something the rest of us don't.
Yeah, I do. I see myself. Look, some people, they're just born with thick skin. I mean, the worst thing in the world can happen to them, and it just doesn't affect them. And you ask them how, why that is. You know what they say? I don't know. They start talking about exercise, nutrition.
Heart valves.
Heart valves, right. Look, you were born rich, all right? You got all the answers. But you don't have the questions. And us poor slobs that are miserable, and don't know why, all you can say is, let's run him down for some tests.
Look, you know, this might come as some news to you, but we simpletons have tempers. Now, I'm not as blind or as bland as you think, but if you want to be miserable, fine. You just go right ahead. But don't you look down your nose at anyone else.
I'm not doing that. Courtney, you are different. Now, come on. Admit that, all right? Now, you're a woman that knows exactly what she wants. You could probably leap tall buildings in a single bound. You're nothing like her.
Like who? Suzanne?
Suzanne, Elena, both of them. They want something out of life, something that just, it doesn't have a name. They want something that other folks have got, that they think other folks have got. It's just not there. You understand that? I mean, but they gotta go, they gotta move, they gotta have it now. You know, and they try, they get kicked back a few times, pushed back a few times, and then they go after it twice as hard until they go too far, and then they do not come back.
You really loved her, didn't you?
Oh, Suzanne? She didn't think so.
And Elena?
Elena? Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Love, it takes a very strong heart for that. I haven't got that. Love. Too burned out for that.
You talk like an old man.
People are growing up these days, didn't you know that? I'll tell you what, though, I mean, if love was in the cards for me, it would not be with another girl like Suzanne. It would be like somebody strong, solid, real storybook woman.
Oh, you mean the kind that goes around kissing frogs, turning them into princes?
That's right, Princess.
I was just on my way out. I don't really have time to talk to you yet. Stop it. What's the matter with you?
What are you trying to do?
What? Nothing.
To my father?
Elliot?
Oh, you remember his name?
Well, nothing. Oh, Dennis, what did he say to you? I told you how unsteady.
You're a liar, Mom. Why do you have to lie so much?
Watch your tongue.
Watch your own. What do you think I am? I came here hoping that you'd give me an answer. I asked you the other day why Dad had to see Wheeler, but no. You had no idea.
That was between Alex and Elliot. I wasn't told the details.
Oh, yeah, well, then let me give you the gist of it. Wheeler's trying to chase Dad out of town.
I see.
Well, you don't seem surprised. Or is it that you just don't care?
Dennis, you think you know what you're dealing with here, but you don't. Not really.
Oh, come on, Mom, there's no mystery to it.
Listen to me. Leave it alone. Let Alex and Elliot settle this between themselves.
Fine. I'd let them settle it between themselves if Dad had a choice. But he doesn't. He's got an ultimatum. Either he leaves Houston, or your husband-to-be uses his clout to make sure Dad can't get a job here, or anywhere else. Well, Mom? Come on, you're proud of your boyfriend?
You're wrong. Alex wouldn't go that far. Elliot's playing on your sympathy.
Why would a man who'd steal his son, not try to take a man's job away from him?
Look, Alex is not trying to steal you, Dennis. He feels rightly that he has some claim to you.
Oh, great. Next thing I know, you'll be calling him my father.
Well, would that really be so terrible?
Oh, you amaze me. You know that? You really do. You think the whole world, past, present, and future, is going to recreate itself for your lousy wedding. Well, I hate to be the one to disappoint you, Mom, and break the news, but that's not going to happen. I have one father, and only one. And you can't change that no matter who you marry.
I know. Believe me, I know that.
Then stop pretending that Dad doesn't exist. You know what he's been through. How can you sit back and let Wheeler pounce to finish him off?
Dennis, I don't want to hurt Elliot. But, well, look, all I can say to you is that you don't know what the issue is here.
Oh, yes, I do. The issue is power. The issue is who's gonna run my life, me or Wheeler. You've heard his ultimatum. Now you hear mine. Either you stop Wheeler, or don't expect to see me at your wedding, or any time after that. Because if he chases Dad out of town, I might just go with him.
Well, how about it, Justin? When I say I'm going to deliver, I deliver.
All right. All right, so far, so good. This wedding invitation will get us past the security guards, not much else. Unless you want to, attend the festivities, I think I'll pass on that. What else have you got?
The keys to the kingdom.
Oh, Dennis, you can't mean that. You can't leave me now on the eve of my wedding.
You gonna stop him?
Well, what about Dawn? You'll be leaving her, too.
She won't care.
Well, of course you... Just stay. Stay. I mean, you won't have to so much as speak to Alex, I promise. Not until you're ready.
All I want, Mom, is an answer. That's all.
I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be punished. I can't. I can't interfere, Dennis.
But you can interfere with my life, and he can interfere with Dad's. Is that all you're gonna say?
It's unfair. And you are ungrateful. Everything I've done has been for you.
I
Everything,
came here
Dennis,
praying, Mom, that this was some scheme of Wheeler's you had nothing to do with. But I can see by the look on your face that I was right. You're as bad as he is, you know that? What he did to Dawn's father, you're doing to mine. He didn't want people to remember where he came from. And you don't want people to think that I came from anything less than a millionaire.
Oh, that's not so. You have always carried Elliot's name, and you always will. I'm not ashamed of that. I loved him once.
Oh, come on, Mom, I was there, remember?
All right. But I tried to. I wanted to be a good wife.
That's not the way I recall it.
Well, you were too young to understand.
But I got older. Don't tell me about your dead romances. I watched your procession of men go through, how you used them and how quickly they disappeared.
I am your mother. I gave you life and raised you. I put you before everything and everyone. Don't you dare speak to me as though I were a common tramp.
Sorry, Mom, I didn't mean... You're beautiful.
No. I'm nothing without you.
You're proud, and you're beautiful. Of course, men have loved you. How could they help it? And I love you too, Mom.
We've been through so much together. I couldn't have lived through it all without you. Time and again, I tell myself, you have to be strong. You have to do what has to be done. For Dennis, I wanted everything for you.
And all I wanted... I don't know. Was a home.
I know. And I'm still trying to give you one. Oh, baby. You remember anything at all about when you were little? You were so sick. Poor thing. I was afraid there was some kind of curse on me. That everything I touched would... Remember the afternoons we read together?
Shakespeare and Browning, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't know what to read to a child.
And when you weren't there, Dad read to me. Mostly things he'd written. I just wish...
What?
Just wish that you and me and Dad could be together again.
Oh, Dennis, I want that too. More than anything.
And why?
Well, I mean, I want a family for us, but...
Oh, come on, Mom. Just don't say it. No more. Look, I've been here long enough.
Don't leave me.
My father needs me. I'm sorry.
I need you.
But I'm the only one he has. I've got to go.
Dennis, wait. Please. My wedding day to Alex should be the happiest day of my life. But if you're not there, it will be misery.
Look, you heard what I said, Mom.
No, look, it's too late, Dennis. I can't. No, wait, look, I'll try, I promise.
That's not good enough.
All right, I will do it somehow. I'll see that Elliot stays. And will you stay too?
Yeah.
You'll be my escort at the wedding?
Yes, Mom. I'd like that.
Oh,
Wheeler's private elevator key.
I recognize him.
When Wheeler fired me, I handed over my office key ring, but not my spare. Do you know what that key means? Fair skies and clear sailing. So you meet me in the garage the night of the wedding, and it'll be straight up to Wheeler's office. It'll be empty. They'll all be up in the club, sniffling into their hankies and throwing rice.
What about the file keys?
Oh, man, that's the breeziest job of them all. Man, I can lift them from Terry anytime, no problem. We'll have them, don't worry. Hey, why so glum? I mean, it couldn't be any easier if Wheeler opened the closet and introduced you to the skeletons himself.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy, all right. You're practically pushing me. You are pushing me.
Hey, man, you know my angle. I just want to see the man get his comeuppance just like you do. I thought we had a deal.
Did you ever hear me tell you yes? Not maybe, or that sounds good, or how about that? Did I ever say yes?
Look, if I thought you were going to get cold feet on me, I never would have stuck my neck out for the wedding invitations. But I'd always heard you were the real McCoy. A hardcore getting-even man who wouldn't fret over a little risk as long as he could hit Wheeler where it hurts. But I guess there's not a whole lot I can do about it if you're gonna turn panty waist on me.
I told you to watch it once. Well, you watch it. It's not the risk that bothers me. I can take the risk, but I am sure as hell not playing into your hand. Friend. Whatever it is. After all, that's how you got your nickname, isn't it, Clipper? You hit from behind. You waiting for me, Elliot?
What? Oh, Justin, no. As a matter of fact, I was just on my way to lunch.
Well, good, good. Go ahead, enjoy it.
Do my best.
You were saying?
Nothing. You want to pull out? Pull out. But if you think you're going to get a better shot at digging up Wheeler's dirt, you're going to have a long way. And me? I mean, I don't see how you can resist it. Here he is. The man at the perfect time of his life. Just ready to say I do at the altar. And one story, Darren, you're planning a solo honeymoon in the slam. Hard to beat, don't you think?
Well, the timing is right. I'll give you that.
I'd like to think I picked up a little style at the top of the World Club.
Picked up a little stealth, too, didn't you?
Come again?
Why do I have this nagging feeling, Clipper, that you're up to something? Something beyond your helping me with my plans for Alex Wheeler?
Beats me. I mean, I'm just a simple soul myself.
Yes. That's been your one saving grace. I do believe you are simple.
Always kidding, aren't you? You're a real card, Justin.
Huh. Well, I can take care of myself. And I suspect whatever it is you have up your sleeve, it won't matter in the long run. I'll have all I want. And you can just play out your little intrigue. What will I care?
You think whatever makes you happy.
There is just one last thing. If by some odd chance this game turns out to be a double cross, you will regret it. And you won't have long.
Hey, that goes without saying. Hey, man, listen. I don't mind taking a risk or two myself. But I'm sure not gonna risk my neck by running afoul of you.
Good. Good. I like that. Respect. Now, once again, how does it go? I meet you in the world-building garage just before the wedding.
Right. I'll have Terry's keys, and I'm sure you'll want to bring along some kind of camera.
Yes, camera.
Sure. I mean, you can be going through Wheeler's dirty linen while I'm upstairs in the club at the wedding covering for you. I want to make sure nobody surprises you.
Sounds good.
I haven't heard you say yes.
All right. All right. Yes, we have a deal.
Another drink, please.
Certainly.
Iris?
No, thank you. I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, not at all. I just got here myself. I was detained at the office.
I was detained at home by Dennis. Why, Elliot?
If you don't care for an aperitif, shall we proceed to the dining room?
I've lost my appetite.
Odd, so have I. Think it's contagious? Was Dennis difficult?
Enraged. What did you say to him?
And did you inform Mr. Wheeler of your visit?
Can't you answer a simple question?
Did you report to Wheeler? Answer me.
No. Why? Surely you're not afraid of him.
I just wondered how fast and how far his surveillance. Perhaps I am afraid of him. Perhaps I have reason to be.
I don't know. He wouldn't discuss you with me except to say that you were leaving.
Well, that's all I told Dennis. That your husband-to-be had asked me to leave town, or he'd personally attend to my ruin in the news business.
Then it's true. I didn't believe Dennis.
So the choice is a life here without a livelihood, or a livelihood elsewhere without a life. Sticky, huh? Wheeler wants to protect you and Dennis from me. But Iris, you must know I didn't mean the things I said. I wouldn't hurt you.
Yes, I know that now, Elliot, but then...
You had just taken a handful of words and erased 25 years of my life. Did you think I'd be polite? What do the books of etiquette recommend for finding out your son is someone else's? Black tie, napkin rings, finger bowls? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Don't you think I'm entitled to a little indulgence?
Yes, I do. And I take all the blame, Elliot. When I married you, I was hysterical because I was desperate. But I was wrong. Deluded and selfish. But right or wrong, how can things go on as they are? Alex and I and you and Dennis in the same town. How can any of us keep our sanity?
How can I keep mine any other way? Did you think knowing the facts would change my feelings? It doesn't. I have a lasting affection for you, Iris. It can't just be switched off. And Dennis. It still feels like mine. It was still his face that brought me back from that.
I know.
I'm not a boy, Iris. I need a place of my own, people of my own. Don't let Wheeler take away what little I have.
I'm sorry. I've waited too long for this. I can't give it up now, Elliot. I'm sorry.
Dennis still thinks of me as his father. Sending me away may only make it worse.
Yes, I've been made very aware of that.
Then instead of severing us like this, why not try to wean us apart? Slowly, not so sudden. We'll get used to each other, Dennis and I. There won't be this desperation. Perhaps he'll even get tired of me.
Yes, that might do.
A few weeks. Ask Wheeler to back away for just a few weeks.
Would you promise to start right away? To make plans, find a new job, a new home?
I swear it. All I need to make things right is a little more time.
All right. I'll speak to Alex. Don't you see? It's Dennis, too. Elliot doesn't seem to know, but he can take Dennis from us. If he leaves town now, our son will follow. I'm sure of it.
Elliot knows better. I told him not to meddle. I told him I could have him sent somewhere Dennis couldn't follow. He knows that he wouldn't be back.
Frightens me to hear you talk like that. I don't want him hurt, Alex.
Iris, he's not the kind of man you think he is.
He was my husband. And he helped raise Dennis. I feel sorry for him. He really has no one. Nothing. He gave me his promise that he would leave in a few weeks. It's the least I can do to make up for what I've taken from him. Please, Alex, let him keep his job here in Houston for a while.
His job? He said I threatened his job.
Didn't you?
Well, I suppose that's as close an approximation as he can find. Iris, you know, what you're asking is just postponing the inevitable.
Then postpone it, please. Oh, I know. You have given me so many things, but I've only asked for this. Because, Alex, if Dennis won't come to our wedding, if I should never see my boy again, well, Alex, that would break me.
All right. I'll do anything for you, you know that. Anything.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.